podcast. If you hear a lot of rustling and stuff around in the background, my baby dog is walking around. Little, you'll hear the pitter patter, and I can't do anything about it. I thought she'd be sleeping by now, but like a child, I thought she'd be sleeping by now, and I'd have this time to come out here and say, I'm Evo, and this is episode 203, and we're going to talk about Marble Rivals. Yes, we are. That's right. Taking a break from playing Marble Rivals to talk about Marble Rivals. Why not? Aside from the podcast that I've been listening to about Marble Rivals and its lore, I figure maybe it's time to talk about my experience with the game so far, the fandom, and maybe some tips and tricks along the way. Side quest, haven't said that in a while. I'm pretty proud of it too. Haven't said it in a while. Side quest. I also want to say that this game has seasons, and it's currently on season one. That's where I'm at. The next season won't start until the middle of April, so just so I don't get burned out talking about this game from here on out, I will talk about it in between the seasons and how I'm currently doing with it. So right now, it's in the middle of the season. The first half of the season started on January 6th, season zero, which y'all have heard me talk about in the past episodes. It came out on December 5th, 2024, and I was playing that game nonstop for that entire month. I'm also a big numbers guy. Y'all know me. Y'all know how I am. Sorry, I'm about to open this. And you all know how I feel about numbers and analytics, so I thought I would share with you all what the numbers were during season zero. So here they are. Marble Rivals has become a big game event, and I'm completely invested. Invested. I'm locked all in on this game. I haven't played a game nonstop like this in such a long while, and it has taken over my life. I've lost sleep because of this game. See these bags under my eyes? Oh, you can't see them. It's all filter. But YouTube, can you see these bags under my eyes? YouTube's not filtered. Maybe I'm hiding it under my hat. But see these bags? It's because I lost sleep. Playing this game, talking about this game. Anybody that will listen now, like talk to this game about this game. It's crazy, really. So, with that in mind, let's just do a recap of season zero. Cheers. For that season, I played for 76 hours, and it felt like a startup to me. Obviously, there were a bunch of people beta testing the game, so they knew exactly what to do. But for the new people downloading the game, it was like being thrown into the ocean and trying not to drown as waves were hitting you. That's how it felt. That season's big bad was Doctor Doom. He was the main villain. And even though it wasn't a character that we were able to use, it was still great to see gallery cards of the incursion event. Lots of characters coming from different multiverses and interaction with others. I love the storylines and the lines between characters getting to know one another. Captain America telling the Punisher that the Punisher from his universe is evil. There's a lot of mentions of other characters as well, like Squirrel Girl, one of my favorite characters of all time, now and forever, telling us about Deadpool and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh shit, he's coming. I basically didn't know what I was doing in season zero, so I had to look up the differences between three major stuff: vanguards, duelist, and strategist. Vanguards are tanks. They are hard to kill, and they're usually in the front of the line trying to take out the enemies. Duelists are DPS, damage per second. They seek out engagement, trying to take out the enemy, and are usually helping secure the. Strategists are healers. They're the ones in the back line trying to heal every character that's in front of them, and trying not to get hurt from the enemy tank who's going after them. In the middle, we get duelists again. In the middle, we get duelists against duelists, but they are also able to protect their healers or the tanks do that. Um, I obviously have a favorite on each rank. For season zero, for duelist, it was the Punisher. I spent 37 hours using him and learning his mechanics as well as pushing him to become a lord which is the maximum level he can reach. It starts out at agent, then knight, captain, centurion, and finally lord. After each, you get a reward or a gift that shows up after you've done damage. You get to lord and you get free bragging rights as your avatar now becomes an updated version of your profile picture. Um, with just 37 hours using him, I managed to play 334 matches, 154 wins, 2,700 KO, 2,770 KO, 353 assists, and with a KO streak of 17. um, Also, I should tell you, I'm going to tell you in a minute. For strategist, my favorite started out being Luna Snow. The reason for that was because I wanted to get to the mission faster, and there were a few characters that could run as fast as and get me there. Um, I want to get there as soon as possible, basically. Luna would ice skate as fast as she could, jump and heal the team or freeze some of the enemies. Unfortunately, I didn't know what I was supposed to do at the time, so every time I would get Luna, I would get yelled at for not healing my team and just continuing to try to hit the enemies. So, my bad. With Luna, I spent 8.8 hours total on gameplay, played 62 matches, got 28 match wins, 214 KOs, 306 assists after finding out what we're supposed to do with the healers, and my best KO streak with her was a 5. Again, I didn't know. So maybe this time around, yeah, this time around they're totally different. For Vanguard, y'all have seen live streams on YouTube of me playing the game, and it's usually with Captain America. Learning him was a mission. I played 7.4 hours, 67 matches, 30 wins, 285 KOs with 76 assists, and my best KO streak with him was 8. Um, he too is now a lord, so I've been playing nonstop with those two, Punisher and Captain America. And here's the bad thing about this. If you're using both lords profile pictures, because they're lords, it tells you like they use different profile pictures, and you end up losing a game. Either the enemy on either the guys on the other team or your own team will roast you and ask, Lord, where? I don't see it. Listen, I spent a lot of hours doing other stuff than comp or quick matches for it to become a lord. Just because you're still stuck on somewhere in here on bronze, on somewhere that you're doing and not having that profile picture, or maybe you do and you just want to like make fun of people. But ever since then, I've hidden the Lord part. I've given them their old profile pictures and nobody said anything. But I still use them just in case. I still use these two. So these three are my main for this season 0. If someone else picked them before I did, then I would be try using other characters and try to get a feel for them. And they're all around the 3-hour mark, with the lowest being the team of Cloak and Dagger with just 5 minutes of game time. Keep in mind, Cloak and Dagger on season 0 was just 5 minutes. I didn't have time to learn about them. I just didn't like care about them. Okay, so keep that in mind. 5 minutes. The overall statistic for season 0: 76 hours of gameplay, 715 matches, 344 wins, 4,490 KOs, 1,359 assists, and 17 my best KO streak coming out of the Punisher. Um, there is a different variations for gameplay, and they are in order of appearance. But maybe I should tell you where to start first if you're a beginner. Um, so once you click on the home page and all that stuff, you'll see uh where you want to go first and all that stuff, quick match, comp, and all that stuff. But here's where you go first: practice mode. If you're new to the game, start here. Start right here on practice mode because you're gonna need it. If you're not, go ahead and disregard this whole setup and just fast forward for a few minutes. But here, um, go and practice your heart out for whatever character you're playing. Learn about him. Uh, feel him out. See if you vibe with him. Because I vibe with my guys, with my people. But feel him out. Um, press buttons, all that stuff. For tutorial, a tutorial tells you how to play the game, the characters, and the environment. What you need to do if you can like shoot off an environment, um, a wall, what buttons to press. Hero tutorials helps you with the character, the buttons you need to press, the waiting time, and how their ultimate works. Domination tutorial, it's just um, when you start out in the game and you start out using a domination or convoy. Two types of matches. So domination tutorial is two teams fight each other to hold control of a single point in a space called a mission area. It is similar to King of the Hill from Team Fortress 2 and Control from Overwatch 2. And obviously the this is so much like Overwatch, and people will tell you, "Hey, this game feels like Overwatch." Yeah. So what you do in this one, in the domination matches, you try to take out the other team, and you stand in one spot as King of the Hill with your team. Convoy tutorial. Convoy is a mode where one team needs to escort a moving vehicle to the end of the map while the opponent's team needs to stop them. It is such a pain trying to do these because all your team wants to do is shoot the other team, is fight the other team, is have that streak of having 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 against the other team, while others on the team are actually standing on the convoy. Because if you don't stand on the convoy, you can't move it. Or, I just tell them, hey, touch the convoy, touch the thing, move it up, move it up. Some of them listen, some of them don't. I asked a question earlier in the socials about how they feel about that. Let me get that real quick. Uh, shoot. Do win and losses matter on this game? And I said it really doesn't. I had a Hawkeye on my team last night. We were doing the spider car, and because we were dying, he called us a trash team. It's when I told him he's more trash than us since he can't get the job done. Then proceeds to tell me he's 17-3, while I'm at 4-9, and I'm trying to push the car. He says he's carrying this team. I told him he can carry these. I told him his stats don't matter, and the only thing he's carrying is a scared game of hiding and hitting everyone and not touching the car. Because at the end of the day, what's the objective? Touch the car. How hard is it to do? And then I went and asked, but do win-loss records matters to y'all when the objective is to push the car or the goats that are on the cart? Two people answered. The surrounding beauty says literally this, like, yes, thanks for hitting the enemies, but you need to be able to also push. If you have three people on it, move faster. And I've been in plays where I'm the only one on it 80% of the time, while the rest of the team is God knows where, which is fine, but please get on it so I can walk faster. It isn't about the kills, it's about how you play with the character on your team, and people can understand that. Because I've also seen some crazy plays with teammates that I wouldn't think were possible. Oral Hardware Store says Instalock DPS one trick here. I think everyone should take the time to learn the roles of their character before engaging in any back and forth. The truth is, team comp doesn't matter if you're functional at your chosen hero, contrary to what some might think. I've queued with friends that are bronze, I'm currently gold, same, playing 5 damage, 1 support, and we've won just fine. Sometimes playing what you're good at with comms is all you need. That said, the biggest mistake I see in solo queue is players backing off the cart during overtime at the very end of a match. And I'll type out preemptively, don't leave the point. And they just walk off. I was gonna blank die. Yeah, I know, but the whole team is right behind you, bud. Think outside yourself. I love the fact that I can ask these questions and I get some answers. There's a bunch of funny stuff out there. The fandom is amazing. Like for there was last month there was Squirrel Appreciation Day and they just like posted pictures of Squirrel Girl. Yeah. It's like what is that? It is so hilarious. It is so fun. Um Sometimes the fandom can get toxic with racism and other kinds of crazy stuff, but at the end of the day, it's awesome to see people, work out their stuff. Even the racism, like people get reported and all that shit. So, like, I saw someone on another site say that this person's name was racist, and so they banned them, and they did. Yeah, what fandom doesn't isn't toxic. It's true. Star Wars, MCU, wrestling, it's true. And when I say wrestling, y'all know who you are. And finally, practice range, free range. Go on and use your character to battle all the dummies, and use your ultimate as well as team up abilities. There's also practice versus AI. After you've done a tutorial, head over here and select either the stars to practice against an AI version of the character. 1 star is the easiest, 2 stars is medium, and 3 stars is the hardest. If you're not new to the game, then head on over to the nitty gritty, the war zones. I think I asked another question also. Oh yeah, that one. Um, just wait. Give me a minute. The war zones are quick matches when you just want a 5 minute matchup against an enemy team. There's a theory that some of these teams you're up against are bots to help you give you a boost of ego because you've lost in competitive mode. And competitive mode is Jesus. That's where the toxicity comes in. This is where you want to test how good you actually are against the best of the best. Here you rank up to win special prizes or just bragging rights. Um, you start off in bronze. Everyone starts here. It's a dead zone because all the newbies are here and are scrapping to get out of here. If you're an OG and because you G ranked to the bottom, like I did, this is what hell looks like. I was in hell for maybe a week or two because I decided, hey, let me keep playing and losing, playing and losing, playing and losing, and then going back to the bottom of bronze. And then I get told, like, yeah, dude, just take a break after you've done like 3 matches. You lost 3 matches in a row. Take a break, calm down, because then you get put in a loser's bracket position, and the AI thinks you're losing. You're you keep losing, so I'm gonna put you with all these other losers and you're just gonna keep losing and losing and losing. And I did that. I the entire my entire history is just victory, 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 and then nothing but defeat at the very end, where I'm back to bronze three. And bronze three, let me tell you, it was hell to get out of because nobody wants to listen. They're all new people. They're all like sitting there, like um, one person goes right, the other three other people go left, one healer goes straight, and like there's one of them had ends up getting killed in the middle, so he has to start over at the spawn, and then the other one that went right gets killed, so he has to start over at the spawn, and then the other three that went to the left are like still there, but you know, and once the other two are catching up, they get killed off, and so it's like, oh shit, so now they're staggering. I used to stagger a lot. And then once I realized, okay, no more staggering, wait for your team and go in there together. That's when you realize, oh shit, let's do it together. But nobody wants to do that because they're new and they're like, let me do what I want to do. If you're an OG though, you already know what to do. Like, yeah, you went down or you're starting up, with a new character. You have a new system. So you start off with a new character and you go up there and you start telling these people, hey, this is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to go together as a team and we're going to get there. And then nobody listens to you. It's a bunch of new people just thinking what's best for them, so they don't listen to ideas or skills. They just do whatever. That's what this bronze from 3 to 1 is. Silver 3 to 1. You're away from bronze. You are starting to listen to your teams. You are starting to grasp the idea and concept of what a tank or a DPS or a healer does, and this is where you finally learn how to work together together as a team. You wait for your teammates as soon as they're dead, or you just like, all right, should I wait or should I go? Go over there, get yourself beat up and everything. Go back to spawning and wait there with your team, and then go in there together. Um, silver from silver 3 to 1, it is ridiculous. It is everybody sort of trying to like get up there again and go back to gold because gold is where a free skin is of another character. I got here in season 1 finally twice. Like I said, I deranked and then I cloud my way up to gold again. I am at gold again. I am sitting here for a little while. I'm not playing anymore. I'm just like, okay, let me chill. But here you get a free skin for a character. This season is Miss what? No. Sue Storm, Invisible Woman. She has a new skin. It's called I don't know what it's called, but it has to do with something blood, and her hair is reddish and all that stuff. And like her skins have been crazy the past few times. Malice, look up Malice. Sue Storm Malice is wow. And then they for Valentine's Day they just added um Reed, her husband, um Reed and Sue Storm getting married. One of them has the bride dress. She has the bride's dress and he has the tuxedo, and they're getting married. It's like okay, it's been 60 years. Their 60-year anniversary of when the characters first started. Um, so in goal you have the opportunity to earn a free character skin for the season, which is that. And then you get to listen to your teams and try not to get ranked from here on out. And you can even grab a microphone and hang out with them and just, talk strategies and stuff. Because that's what you're going to have to do from here on out, from gold, because then you get to platinum, diamond, and those two just, you're there. You're almost there. You're almost at the, you have bragging rights for all of that. After Diamond, you get the Grandmaster, and where you get a Silver Crest of Honor and the free skin, obviously. You finally earn a Silver Crest of Honor, which is the bragging rights that you're a Grandmaster. You can put it on your nameplate. What this means that you can start your own YouTube channel and give everyone tips and tricks on how you got here and what characters you use, because that's all there is on my YouTube algorithm. Nothing but, hey, here's some advice from a Grandmaster or a Celestial or Eternity. Um, and there's one above all. So after Grandmaster, you get Celestial Eternity, and then the big kahuna, one above all. That is a Gold Crest of Honor, and the free scan, obviously. The Gold Crest of Honor is the be all, end all. You finally made it. You are the one above all. If you can stay like this for the rest of the season, it means you are above everyone else, and also one of the best streamers on Twitch ever, because all the Twitch streamers are the ones playing this game, and the console people are just like, oh shit, whatever. But the Twitch streamers are the ones that are like putting their stuff out there. Um, yeah, strategies and everything. So those are the competition modes and how to get those. I know that in Celestial, Eternity, and One Above All, or Grandmaster maybe. Uh, Grandmaster, Celestial, and Eternity, you get to ban 2 characters from the game that nobody else can use on the opposite team, and the opposite team gets to ban 2 characters that they can't use either. So it's usually the teams that are annoying, or it's usually the team people that like look at other people's stats and realize, oh, he's good with this character, he's good with this character, so let me ban this character from him so you won't have to use it. This is why it's good to use other characters and become better with them as well. Because, like, hey, if you can't use Captain America, I have Punisher. They're two of my lords, and then I have another one, Luna, but she's a healer, so it's like, yeah, I'll use her. I don't mind. It's okay. And then one above all, it goes down. It goes up to three now. Like you can ban three characters, and it's really a pain in the ass because now three of your main characters you can't use anymore, and here you are trying to use them. So that's pretty much sucks for you. Um, so another that's all they had for the comp modes. Conquest is formerly Pocket Universe, is a standard team deathmatch mode in which players try to score as many eliminations as possible while also trying not to die to deny their opponents additional points. Teams don't get points for kills, but instead enemies drop coins after death that give points to the opposing team. These points become more valuable over time. A team can win by either scoring 50 points or by scoring more points than the opposing team before time runs out. Conquest is available in a separate playlist and can be played in standard, quick match, or competitive. And then we have Doom Match. It's a new arcade addition to Marvel Rivals, introduced with the start of Season 1, Eternal Night Falls. It is a standard 8 to 12 players FA free for all deathmatch where players must eliminate 16 opponents or score the most points before time runs out. The top 50% of the top 50% of players will win. The top one player will be crowned MVP. Instead of showing the current team at the end of the match, the top six players will be displayed instead. Doom Match is available in a separate playlist and cannot be played in standard quick match or competitive. It can also be played while queued for other modes. And finally, you have a custom game that you can create. Here, you can go and familiarize yourself with any of the maps by yourself. Um, search around, look for places where your character can like utilize or shoot off, or look for all the health packs. You can play it by yourself or any bots, or if you want to just practice by yourself or with your team, either by selecting a private mode or just playing it. So those are it. Those are the best things on there. Since I told you about season zero and how it went for me, let me tell you how it's going for me in season one. 138.2 hours played, 940 matches, 409 wins, 7,377 KOs, 2,521 assists, and the best KO streak was up to 21 from the character Black Panther. For this season, I'm still using Captain America and Punisher as my mains and are now lords, but I'm putting them on the sidelines until I need them. I'm using other characters, but if I really want to play this out and I really want to mess with the other team, I'll use my two lords, Captain America and Punisher, and they just get mad. They're like, why are you so good at these? For Vanguard, Captain America is my number one with 47 hours played. 277 matches, 116 wins, 1,886 KOs, and 258 assists. My number two tank is Penny, who is at 5.3 hours, 33 matches played with 15 wins and 306 KOs. For Duelist, I'm still using Punisher as my backup, 27.5 hours played, 171 matches with 70 wins, 1,719 KOs, and 83 assists. My number two duelist is Squirrel Girl, who throws walnuts at everybody and has an ultimate of her furry squirrel friends running at everyone and clawing their way at them. She's so fun, I'm telling you. She's just the funnest. Squirrel International Squirrel Day was really awesome, and I really love that she was part of it. With her, it is 8.2 hours, 54 matches played with 20 wins, 462 KOs, and 145 assists. And finally, for strategist, I'm still using Luna Snow because she's fast, but I've been alternating with Cloak and Dagger, and there it is. With Luna, I played 7 hours, 48 matches, 23 wins, 287 KOs, and 244 assists. With Cloak and Dagger, so far I've done 4.1 hours, 28 matches, 10 wins, and 255 KOs with 175 assists. I'm currently at level 58. The the not the characters, but the account is as at level 58. And so far, I've done 214 hours gameplay, 1,655 matches, 753 wins with 11,867 KOs and 3,880 assists. Am I invested in this game so much? I am. Is it bad? It's not. I love the fandom so much. I don't. I already said this. I think. Yeah. Have I said this already? That I love the fandom because I do. I love the fandom so much. From cosplays of Squirrel Girl to Luna Snow, and there's even talk about a cosplay group from a friend of mine on Twitter in the next few months at a comic book convention. So invested. I'm telling you, I'm so invested in this. I've been seeing a lot of edits on YouTube, lots of tips and tricks on what to do, a lot of funny videos from the community where Twitch streamers are openly yelling and screaming because they died by either Spider-Man, Iron Fist, and or Scarlet Witch. Um, they're so annoying, especially Spider-Man and Iron Fist. This season alone has been fun, and I can't wait to talk about the rest of the season once it's over. I'm missing a lot of stuff because last season there was a four-way Jeff the Shark mini game, and this season it was some kind of soccer between three characters. And yeah, so I'm missing some stuff. Since I can't be talking about the game once a week, here's what I want to do. Every time there's a new season, I will talk about how my experience was and how the gameplay was on during that whole season. How many times I ranked up or deranked, because I will be deranking. I know that, and what made me happy or mad about it. The second half of the season starts in a few days, the 21st. So far this season alone, we got two new characters, Reed Richards and Sue Storm from the Fantastic Four, with Dracula as the main villain. You guys know that already. Reed Richards and Sue Storm. They gave us a skin of them getting married. But in a few days, on the 21st, we're getting Johnny Storm and the Thing to complete the Fantastic Four and possibly new characters. So I may be talking a lot about that in the next coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. Um, yeah, that's I think that's about it for that. The for Marvel Rival stuff. It was awesome. Oh no, wait. There was another question I asked. Does anyone get gamer PTSD? And I told this story because it happened. It was just crazy. Um, I was at Walmart getting groceries from curbside pickup, and it usually takes a while, so I took a short nap. I guess I closed my eyes. It was like, okay, cool. I woke myself up with a jump because I thought I was playing the game. Like what the hell? I looked around and I'm laughing because it never happened like that before. And the reason I jumped was because I thought I was playing Captain America. I was dreaming that I was playing the game and was doing a leap jump, and I just felt like, oh shit. It's been years. Basically, the reason I got PTSD is been years since Sephiroth. Y'all know who Sephiroth is. If you don't, go check out Final Fantasy. The biggest freaking villain in any game that I've ever experienced. He has his own theme music. It is the most amazing music ever. But I still have visions of me fighting him and hearing that music in my head. So I asked if anybody ever get those, and I got one answer from the sexy idiot who says that it takes so much time grinding and doing very specific things for me to get those dreams, and I can only get them when I'm sleeping in a way that makes me feel like I'm still awake the whole time. So yes, that's fun. Um, yeah, we talked about all that stuff. I also said I'm back on gold. I lost all the games. I'm back on gold, and wish me luck in the next few matches. Our hardware store says, hate to be the one to drop this, but bronze literally has dozens of Smurfs at any given time as well. I ladder climb with a group of guys that make alternate accounts to climb from bronze to plat twice a week. So when I say bronze is harder than gold, I mean it for that reason. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's really crazy. Uh, I asked everybody who their mains were. Punisher and Captain Our Lord. Next one I want to do is Luna, but it's taking forever. Now Squirrel Girl, Cloak and Dagger, Mr. Fantastic. Thunder Rain says I pretty much exclusively play Moon Knight, but if he's taken, I've played Mr. Fantastic or Magneto. Pixelate says, yo, fellow Moon Knight main, sort of. He's my backup, but I play him against friends in training. Blueberry Rock, same, but he's taken. I mostly go with Jeff and then Cloak and Dagger. Um, Sexy Idiot says Mantis, Rocket, Luna, and Punisher. Pixelate says Psylocke, Cloak and Dagger, and Penny, Moon Knight, and Luna are backups. Cry for Anne says love playing Loki. I've been getting into Spider-Man, C&D, and Moon Knight lately. Oral Hardware Store says Magic. I am the Magic Man. Sad, sad, Sad Rami is says Star Lord or Cloak and Dagger. The Surrounding Beauty says Mrs. Invisible, but I go back and forth with Mr. Fantastic, Moon Knight, S Squirrel Girl, Punisher, and the more C&D, Cloak and Dagger. Mostly because you never know, but I want to learn Magneto so bad. Cinder is bored. I'm a chronic Psylocke main, but I also play Cloak and Dagger in the snow. Hellion Heart. I was a Jeff main. The Shark, which we all know he's annoying. Um, Now Invisible Woman with a bit of Penny. Haven't found the perfect DPS for me yet, but I'm forced to play Duelist. I usually get Scarlet Witch. Very Tragically Unknown says I mainly play Magneto since nobody really likes Tank, otherwise it's Raccoon. Though I have Lord for C&D due to comp, or Namor and Winter Soldier. Solo Avenger says Adam Warlock, Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, Iron Man, recently Thor, maybe Penny Parker. Apple says Penny for Tank, Squirrel Girl and Moon Knight for DPS, and Jeff or Mantis for healer. Greed Bun says I've been playing for a lot Luna lately, but also Mantis, Groot, Penny, and Squirrel Girl. And Loving Lily says Cloak and Dagger, Lord, and Namor Centurion. Depends how the game's going. Oh man! And then of course all the other stuff that are there. Um, a bunch of edits, a bunch of people doing gifs of all their characters and stuff. It is so awesome. I love this fandom so far, and yeah. Well, that's it for um, Marvel Rivals. Before I go, I want to get this out of the way because I want to start something new this week and moving forward. March is always about March Madness. So early in the month, I asked the M3P community about their favorite Disney movie. I got a lot of responses that I divided them into animated movies and live action and made a bracket. The votes are in for the animated version of the bracket while I make a new one for the live action. So don't forget to vote this week when you receive the newsletter or ask me for the link and I will send it to you. All right, so in the first round, Snow White beat the Aristocats. The Little Mermaid beat the Princess and the Frog. The Frog? Frag? The Princess and the Frog. A Goofy Movie beat Peter Pan. Finding Nemo beat A Bug's Life. Beauty and the Beast beat Coco. Jungle Book beat Cinderella. The Lion King beat Elemental. Inside Out beat Frozen 2. Frozen beat Zootopia. Monsters Inc. beat Alice in Wonderland. And 101 Dalmatians beat The Rescue Down Under. Why nobody like Rescues Down Under? That's my favorite movie. That's one of my favorites. I like that better than The Rescuers. Brave beat Sleeping Beauty and Encanto beat Aladdin. And then we have three-way ties, three two-way ties, three ties. The Incredibles and Luca are tied. Toy Story and Lilo and Stitch are tied, and Fox and the Hound versus Moana are tied. So that means I have to choose one of them to advance, and you're gonna have to wait and see for the next one, as well as a live-action Disney movie bracket to find out who advances. But seriously though, um, Beauty and the Beast beat Coco. Come on. Um, Frozen beats Utopia. 101 Dalmatians. Really, you like dogs that much? I get Brave beating Sleeping Beauty. Okay, Kanto beat Aladdin. That's great. The Incredibles and Luca are tied. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for that. Um, Thank you whoever voted. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you for doing all that voting. Um, Evidently you're gonna have to vote again next week, this whole week, because I'm gonna do another one starting tomorrow, and it'll go all the way till Sunday. Um, and all that stuff. So, you know, shout out to Feeling Free. It's her birthday on Friday. So happy birthday to her. One of my best friends. Hey, hell yeah, let's go. Happy birthday. Um, that's it. That's it for this episode. Awesome. All is good now, right? Yeah. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about Marvel Rivals. And since I had took a break from Marvel Rivals, talk about Marvel Rivals and this whole bracket thing that I'm doing. But thank you for listening in on this little thing. And you know, I'm gonna go and play some more of that stuff. And yeah. If you feel you want to do more to support M3P Network and the podcast, follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, the threads at M3P Network. Check us out on YouTube if you want to watch us. We're there live at the moment right now. Are we? Am I live? Somebody go check on YouTube, see if I'm live. Am I live? We'll do it live. Subscribe to the newsletter. It won't cost you anything, but you will be reading a bunch of stuff from me, like the brackets, stuff that I forgot to mention on here on the podcast. Everything, the links will be in the show notes and the link tree. Follow and join the lives on TikTok for the time being until I move to another platform or we get 2 new apps that are coming soon. I really need to update this. Um, for the time being, because of things that just happened earlier, um, with this app, TikTok, I guess it's back on the the Google Store. You can download it again, but still, I'm not feeling it. So, for the time being, I'm still like, okay, I see you, but I'm still gonna leave soon. So we'll see where else we end up with, and I'll let you know in the newsletter. So follow and join the lives on TikTok. Regardless of that, the name will be the same when you find me at Evolution of the Geek by subscribing or join us. Show up to the live stream and hang out with the rest of the M3P community. Thank you for supporting and subscribing to the newsletter. Listen to the podcast, join the TikTok live, and become a huge part of my third place community. Tell your friends. Join us next time for more behind the scenes stories, moving to TV show reviews, video game reviews as well, or movie reviews. Um, Thank you all and good night. I'll see you in a few days. We're gonna talk about the Cobra Kai stuff. That's next. That's coming up next. So see y'all real soon. Um, Thank you for hanging out. Y'all have been awesome. I know I'm not consistent at the moment, but it's getting there again. Okay, we're coming up to being consistent again. Trust me, we're good. Everything's good. All right. Thank you. Have a great night. Be safe. And Marvel Rivals going back. Bye. Yes, I am. Okay.